everyone, and welcome to my channel. This is Rima and I'm here with another guidance session. This is going to be a coffee cup reading for the month of January 2024 for the sign of Virgo. If you have Sun, Moon or Rising in Virgo, or if you're a cross watcher and someone who's dear to your heart is a Virgo, you might want to watch this video to see what kind of predictions we have for January for Virgo, what is happening, what do you need to know, and how things are going to be unfolded. I want to thank you for supporting my channel, and if you're new, welcome. I really appreciate your support in 2023, and I'm more than happy to see that you continue supporting me in the coming year. If you're interested in having a private reading with me, you can find my contact in the About tab. And I want to thank those who have reached out, and specifically for them being very patient, and really appreciate those who have joined the membership program in my channel. You can take a look if you're interested. There are exclusive priority readings for the members that I have outlined in my channel. If you're interested, you can take a look. With that, let's start the reading. I hope 2023 is being wrapped up for all of you in a good way, in a nice way, and wishing you that 2024 is even going to be a better year for all of us. So for Virgo, let's see what are the messages. What do we need to know? What is coming? Wow, look how beautiful it's showing. There are two people really thinking about each other. I see a female energy who's crying about for a male energy who is in isolation, or he is or they are in I don't know, like some kind of, maybe they are in a hospital, maybe they are in prison. There's some kind of isolation, or there is some kind of distance. Someone is very dearly missing this person, and I see a romantic relationship for some people, not for everyone. This message is not for everyone. As you know, many people are watching and energies are scattered, so not every message is going to resonate with everyone. I see this female energy very upset, and they miss this person and they're very worried about them. Don't worry if there's someone under pressure at any sort and form. I see that there's going to be I see wisdom. Someone very wise is going to help you, is going to bring a solution to the table, or a very wise solution comes to the picture. If someone is, I don't know, for example, let me give you examples. If there's a person is sick, maybe you find a new doctor, someone who's very wise and can solve the problem. Maybe there's a new medication, a new therapy, something that is coming from a person who's very knowledgeable. If it's a case about involving lawyers, maybe a very good lawyer comes to the picture. So I see someone is worried, but a very good resolution is coming, so it's not going to be continued. For some of you, I see that you might have issues with internet access or electricity connections. Maybe you lose connection with someone might disappear for a while. Maybe they are not receiving or responding to your text. I see it be a technical problem, and of course Mercury is retrograding in the end of this year, and it can cause a lot of communication problem, both technically and also emotionally. Some people just want to take some time off. They want to be in isolation. They don't want to be in contact with people, and they want to take their time. So if that's the case and you feel like some people are ignoring messages, don't try to push them to respond. At least this is what I'm sensing here in this reading for some of you, for some of us. On the other hand, as I said, someone is finding a solution. Someone needs to be smart. Playing smart is the key, and I see it's going to be very helpful to find a solution, to a way out of a scenario which is painful. Again, you need to get help and advice from professional people, and I think this is an advice for someone. Instead of being upset and sad and crying, I see that you need to seek advice from people who can absolutely help. I just repeat it because I can feel that someone is really in need of guidance, and they need to hear this. um, for some of you, I see that there is a replacement. Someone, maybe in the corporate, maybe in the place you work, they are replacing someone. It's not you, but you might hear sudden changes in the organization, and they bring someone and they say, this is a new COO, this is a new chief of staff or something. That might bring a little bit of shock. But as I said, there might have been a plan. There's some hidden energies, something that maybe the public or all of us or the public didn't know about. There might be a swift change. Like, for example, we see that countries that they were supporting each other by like very quickly they are opposite. Like, I see a very quick change in relationships, and this can happen during Mercury retrograde, which has started end of, I think, about 19th or 18th of December, and goes until 1st or 2nd of January. We might hear things like that, obvious mistakes, or we hear about, as I said, friends turning back to each other, and very surprising news could come. Or, as I said, people stop communicating together. That is something that you might hear from that. There's there's some uncertainty. As I said, the uncertainty is temporary. If there's something which is not in a way that you wished or you planned, give it some time. I can tell you that based on what I'm seeing, things can be very very dynamic. It can change very abruptly. And again, I see that someone is being asked to stop isolation, or like to stop being isolated. Someone is voluntarily cutting their relationship, or I don't know, their relationship with others. And maybe this is in a family, like a child doesn't want to talk to others, something like that. But someone is asking them. Maybe someone is in prison and they are asked by humanitarian forces, something like that. We might hear that someone in prison, there might be news about someone from prison, or someone in isolation. There might be change in the country's leadership as well. I also see that someone is renting a boat, or they're having fun with their boat. Like, maybe they are just thinking about taking some time off, and also someone might take a radical decision and go like somewhere in isolation, maybe like in South Pole, or like maybe stay in the ocean on their boat like for a couple of weeks, something like that. This is a radical decision. Someone might want to do that. Someone is thinking about that. I sense a little bit of communication issues if you are thinking about doing this kind of self-isolating scenario. Be careful about like, make sure that you are well covered about, I don't know, with communication, because as I said, things might go in a different way than you have planned, and it might bring some kind of issues to your health even. So be careful about that. Don't take a radical decision like that. So let's see what is in the what is here for us to see. Well, I see two hummingbirds. They are building a nest. Virgo. I mean, there is collaboration coming. I can tell you that maybe after a lot of discussion, two people are finally getting together after a lot of push and pull. But this is going to be long lasting. Look at this beautiful star I'm seeing here. Very, very nice energy. Some of you have been very patient, very sacrificing energy as well. If you are being a parent, you're building a nest. There's something else I should probably say. Maybe someone got pregnant in a relationship, and there was like some issues with that. And now they're finally getting into living together or being together and being committed. But now that after everything that has happened, this commitment is for real. It's divine, and it's purpose, with purpose and meaningful. So I very clearly see that two people are building a nest, but one person is carrying or forcing this event. The other person is just being told to do that. Someone is behind the window. Either they are praying or they are wishing. Very nice. This is really good. If you have I don't know, if you stand or sit near the window and you talk, I don't know, you ask the universe for something, your voice is being heard. And I see this person has dark shirt on. They have almost a short hair, light hair, maybe. I don't. That's not very clear. It can be anyone. I see someone needs advice. I see the word advice to the king. You might be asked to give some advice or feedback to your boss, manager, parent, professor, teacher, whatever. They might ask for your feedback. And really, your feedback is valuable. They're going to count on that and they're going to take it seriously. So try to be very on point. It might even be like a, I don't know, like kind of some kind of voting or something that they want your opinion, but it's very important. It's not just like a survey. Um, I see from 3 months ago, some of you might have some issues, but as I said, with the end of like with the with the new year, very new energies are coming. Some people might go for therapy. Uh, I see a lot of missing. People are missing each other. It can be due to a loss or just ending a relationship. But I see that someone is still thinking about a way to get this loved one back to their life, and they might even go to therapy or to talk to someone to find a way not to forget them but to bring them back. They really want to bring someone back. If you have really, it can also be it's not necessarily about love and romance, Virgo. It can be also from your ex-employer. They might really want to bring you back. They might talk to some recruiters or some people in the company to find a way to talk to you and bring you back to the company. Or you are doing it, you're trying to bring someone back to the company. It's a talent that you now miss. Or something that you really think you there was a misjudgment that this person left. I honestly don't see the odds of them coming back. I guess it's really low. I see that they are completely disconnected from this relationship, whatever sort of relationship it was. They are starting a new path. I don't think if they're coming, the more you ask and emphasize, the more they're gonna be Satan to say no. I see an eye very very close, very very clearly here. An eye is watching you. Be careful about getting bad. I don't know if you believe in bad eye, but definitely someone is watching. Someone is looking or someone is waiting. But I see a little bit of anxiety with this. Maybe someone is anxiously waiting for a news or for something. It gives me a little bit of anxiety, to be honest. So try not to share everything with everyone. There are eyes that you might not want to see everything about your life. Maybe some of you want to have your pages on like private in social media. Again, it's for everyone. It doesn't necessarily need that is you a message for you, but you're more than welcome to take it as is. I see presidents of United States. We might hear something about presidents of United States, government officials. It's going to be in the news. The direction. Try to find the right direction. Some of you might really need to wait, pause, and see what you want to do exactly. Try not to continue 2024 the same way you did for 2023. There might be for some people, not everyone, a need for a pause, reflect, and see where you're going. What went well, what went wrong. Maybe you need to. This survey is for yourself to analyze how you did things. Some decisions are definitely going to be questioned even by yourself. You might be like, why did I do this? Why did I say this? And then I see some people are trying to build new relationships. Try not to spend a lot of money on alcohol and pleasure in general. I see that some people might use too much money, or they might sacrifice a lot of money or sacrifice resources or even their health for different types of pleasure. So I just leave it at that. I see two maybe pets or children are in need of help or support. So it could be, it's not necessarily your children, but you might hear about it. Maybe children or pets that have been neglected, we hear, or maybe they have been lost, and we hear in the news that they are found by a miracle or something like that. I see Paris. Someone is probably going to Paris. If that's the case, you have a very good time. If someone is going to Paris during this time, I see that they'll have a lot of fun, a lot of shopping. Again, try not to overspend because there might be regrets for spending too much money in a short period of time. Something is dislocated, but it's going to be fine. It's going to be put back in place. If something has been lost or misplaced, it will be coming to its original place. It will return to you. If you have lost a document or anything important, it is coming to you. I see an argument, a face-to-face argument in a cafe or at a lunch or dinner table between two people, and someone is showing an iPad. They're showing something on their iPad or iPhone, and they're caught the other person on surprise. So I don't know if they're confronting something, but there might be a discussion that might get serious. So maybe try to leave it somewhere, maybe for your private, like maybe at home. Don't try to do it in a public place, because I see that it might be a heated conversation. Also, hold tight to your belongings in a cafe, restaurant, or some public places, specifically your handbag or tablet or iPhone. Something might need repair, Virgo. You might spend some money on repairing stuff, maybe your car or something, pipes at home, electricity at home, connection, something like that. That's what I was saying. Don't overspend on pleasure at this point. I see a lot of debates, Virgo, specifically with a Gemini. If there's a Gemini in your life, there might be, I don't know, there's a lot of debate. Someone is just bringing back the argument to the table. And the more I see insisting, someone is just insisting on what they want. And I don't know if it's you or someone else, but they bring back the topic to the table. If it's you, there's really not a point. And that person, if they said already no, the answer is no. And it's just bringing a little bit turbulence in your relationship, because I don't see that if they're gonna change their decision. I see a rooster. There might, if you're female, I see that there might be a guy coming into your life. But again, don't try to be very judgmental. That's what I'm seeing. If you are going to the church or to any spiritual place, it's very, very good for you. Someone might find or might meet their future wife or husband in a church, in a spiritual journey. Someone maybe is traveling to Thailand or Taipei. There's a bouquet of flower. I don't know. Maybe you bring a gift for someone who's a spiritual person, maybe in the church. I see a young boy who's being rewarded. Yeah, a very good recognition for a young boy. Maybe they're very talented. Someone is overeating. It could be your children, your spouse. Be careful about that. This is anxiety over eating, and they might have stomach problems. Two people are sleeping separate at night. I see a little bit of coldness between some couples, not everyone, but if that's the case, I see that, I don't know, there's a confrontation. There's something you need to talk to them, and a lot of it could be false. Like, as soon as you talk to your person and try to put it on the table, I see that it's going to be resolved. But don't go based off assumption. Don't go based off assumption. Two people are talking together. They have a shared problem, and they think that they can help each other. For some of you, I see the energy of NGOs or those places that they can help people with the same problem, with the same issue. Again, maybe someone needed to hear this, so that's what I had to say. Well, that was your reading for January, Virgo. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you like my readings, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much, and until the next time, stay blessed.